Hello and welcome to IFL's Crafternoon on Facebook. It is a cold and windy day out there, so I am going to show you how to make a blustery button tree. For this project, you are going to need a painting canvas. Mine is 7 by 10. You're also going to need a brown paint brushes, buttons in different shades of blue, and a glue gun. Let's get started. The first thing I did was draw a tree outline on my canvas, and then I'm just going to fill that in with my brown paint. And as you can see, I put my trunk on one side of the canvas, and I put the branches as if they were blowing towards the other end. This is where we're going to add our buttons. So I'm just using a brown paint to fill in my tree trunk, and then I'm going to use the edge of the brush to create my branches. You can make your tree however you want. If you wanted to put your trunk in the middle, you could put branches hanging down around both sides. This is your tree, so really however you want to paint it is fine. And as you can see, the outline I have drawn, I just have the main branches drawn there. I am going to go back and add some smaller twigs to my tree where I'm going to be adding the buttons. You do not need to be an artist to do this project. As you can see, I am not a great painter. But I'm going to use some buttons to hide any imperfections that I make, and everyone can enjoy doing this project. Once you have all of your branches painted, you're going to want to make sure you let the paint dry completely. Now that we have our trunk and branches painted, it's time to add the buttons. And I'm just going to be adding buttons to the end of each one of my branches by using my glue gun. I'm going to be using a variety of different shades of blue, mixing them up all over my tree to give it a nice wintry look. You could use whatever color of buttons you wanted for this project. I chose blue to make it look wintry, but you could also use purple or white to make it look like snow. And I decided that I wanted to lay out all of my buttons before gluing them on so that I could see how the tree was going to look in case I wanted to move anything around, so that the buttons would be different colors all over the tree. Once you have all of your buttons arranged, you can go back and glue all of those buttons onto your canvas. I'm also going to add a couple of buttons here in the middle to make it look like they may be falling off the tree, just to give it a little bit more. Once you have all of your buttons glued on, you have a beautiful blustery tree. Show us yours in the comments. Stay safe and see you next week on IFL's Crafternoon on Facebook.